Now that is what I call some arm accuracy. What's going on, guys? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another Major League Baseball recap. The first thing that I have to say is sorry if my voice sounds like I'm getting sick. I promise you guys I'm not sick. I went to Life is Beautiful yesterday. It's also going on tonight and tomorrow, so my voice might sound a little bit raspy. Some of you might enjoy that actually, but yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. Just kidding, we have a lot to talk about today, so make sure you guys watch all the way until the end. If this is your first time on the channel, this is a series that I like to call MLB Recap, where we talk about baseball every single day. So if you like that stuff, make sure you guys subscribe and hit the like on this video. Let's try and get to 1,000 likes on today's video. That would really make me happy. Make sure you use code Fuzzy on SeatGeek to save $20 off. And without further ado, it's time to start talking about Pete Alonso. We have the Brewers, the Red Sox. There's some sad news, but hey, it's time to start talking baseball. I guess the first thing we're going to talk about is that team that we just brought up, the Boston Red Sox. There will not be a repeat champion in 2019. The Boston Red Sox have mathematically been eliminated from the playoffs. I feel so bad for them because I tried to believe in their team the entire year, but it wasn't happening. Mitch Moreland, he clubbed 2 home runs yesterday, and the Red Sox still lose. That's the story of 2019 for the Red Sox. Injuries and blowing leads.
Homer in him. He does go the other way, deep to left. Meadows looks up, and this game is tied.
Davis. And he lines it into left, a base hit. Here comes Davis. Rays win it 5-4. Walk off for Willie Adames.
That win for the Rays might have been their biggest W all season long. We'll talk about that towards the end of the video. One team that I do want to talk about now is the Atlanta Braves, because they are the 3rd team in the last 2 weeks to actually clinch the division. Mike Fultonevich, I think that's how you say his name. He had his best performance of the year yesterday. It was much needed. And I mean, Ronald Acuna Jr. is hitting his 41st home run at 21 years old. That dude is ridiculously good. I don't understand how he can be that good at your craft at such a young age. It's like Steve Jobs creating Apple at 21. That's pretty much what he's doing.
He launches that one deep right center field. Hit the track, hit the wall. Goodbye. And Davis swings and misses. 7 strikes. High pop, shallow center. Acuna is there, and the Braves are the Eastern champs.
The time to get hot is right now. You want to be playing your best baseball towards the end of the season, and I think Trea Turner is about to catch fire. Yesterday, he had 2 home runs as the Nationals. They're 5-5 in their last 10 games, so they haven't been playing great, but maybe if Trea Turner and Asdrubal Cabrera can carry them to a few more victories, if they can sail into the playoffs playing really good baseball, I'm telling you, the Nationals with their 3-headed monster of Max Scherzer, Steven Strasburg, and Patrick Corbin, with their lineup with Juan Soto and Anthony Rendon, they're not a team that you want to mess with.
2 outs, swinging a high fly ball left center field deep. Way back goes the center fielder Birdie to the warning track at the wall. Look, and first run, all with 1 in runs. And he's going to jack one to right center. Trea Turner facing Stanek. Fastball driven deep to left field toward the corner. This one is way back there.
Jose Altuve has quietly been one of the best hitters in baseball in the second half. If we take a look at his second half numbers, in the second half of 2019 and just under 300 at-bats, Jose Altuve has 20 home runs, 40 RBIs, and a 1,076 OPS. So he had a home run yesterday, and the craziest part is he wasn't even the guy that had the most amount of home runs. Alex Bregman had 1, and then Carlos Correa had 2. So 4 home runs between 3 superstars. The Astros, I'm going to say every single video, they're the team to beat. I think so.
Altuve drives one deep to left field, and he starts the game with a leadoff home run.
5.
That ball's drilled deep to left field.
And that's hit well and deep to left center field. Racing back is Goodwin.
Time up.
Carlos sends one deep to left field. He has done it again.
2 players that I want to talk about right now, they were pretty much the reasons why their teams were able to get a victory yesterday. The first one is coming from a guy named Hanser Alberto. I'm pretty sure that's how you say his name. If I butchered that, let me know in the comment section down below. But he had a really good all-around performance yesterday for the Baltimore Orioles. And then after that, Marwin Gonzalez, he put the win in Marwin, as he had pretty much the same performance as Alberto. He was a great all-around performer.
Ruiz, even with the bag, won't matter. Up the middle, nice stop. Alberto up. Throw to first, got the out. Delivery by King Felix is driven after he tried to bunt. He goes to center at the wall. And goodbye, home run. If I can't get the bunt down, I'll just drive it out of the yard.
Mondesi's running again. He is 10 triples and 40 stolen bases in fewer than 475 plate appearances.
And here's the pitch. Line down the right field line. That's trouble.
Mondesi will score. Throw to second base. Yes!
Here it is. He got him. Strike 3.
One thing to note about that Orioles game that you just saw is they were playing the Seattle Mariners. Kyle Lewis, the star rookie, just hit his 6th home run, so this guy continues to rake. Now, he's not playing the best of teams, so maybe he's getting just a lot of good pitches because he's not going up against great pitchers. So what do you guys make of Kyle Lewis? Do you think that he's going to keep this up, or do you think that he's going to fizzle out? Let me know. The Colorado Rockies had 4 home runs yesterday, but they only scored 5 runs on those 4 bombs, yet the Dodgers had 2 bombs and were able to score 12. So if we do the math, 12 is a little bit more than 5. Yeah, the Dodgers, they beat the Rockies again, and the Rockies, one of the most disappointing teams in all of 2019. Before the season started, there were professional baseball analysts picking the Rockies to win that division, and the fact that they're almost 20 games below 500, that's, ouch.
He lips it into left field, a base hit.
Hard ground ball, base hit into right field. Coming up.
And Pollock drives into center. On his horse is Hampson. First ball's gone. Strike 3, and the ball game is over.
If you're a Chicago Cubs fan, you might want to plug up your ears, but the Cubs are now on a 4-game losing streak. They're 2 games back in the National League wild card, I believe. Yeah, they're 2 games back of the Brewers. I'm not sure if it's going to happen for the Cubs. Anthony Rizzo, he was the Undertaker. He came back from the dead. I thought for sure his season was going to be in question because of that ankle injury. He came back. He hit a home run a few days ago, and yesterday, they didn't even look like the Cubs.
The second. Molina, base hit in the center. 1 run in. Ozuna will score, and the Cardinals have the lead. Double play ball. 4, 6, 3 with the double. It was Victor Caratini. 2-2. Ground ball, fair ball, knocked down by Goldschmidt.
We're going to talk about Pete Alonso in just a second, but before we do that, we have to talk about the Yankees because they have Aaron Judge on their squad. He hit his 25th home run yesterday against the Blue Jays, and if we don't remember, Aaron Judge has the rookie home run record at 52, so Pete Alonso, he's coming for that. Yesterday, though, Justin Smoak, he literally looked like the left-handed Aaron Judge and freaking Pete Alonso because this guy keeps on raking. His batting average has not been that great. He's kind of been disappointing in 2019. Justin Smoak and the Blue Jays, they teed off against the Yankees and Tommy Kahnle, who has a +4 ERA in the second half, so he's going to have to really calm down if the Yankees want to be good because now Dylan Betances is out for the rest of the season with a torn Achilles. If Judge can stay afloat and if the bullpen can do their job, the Yankees, they'll be mighty as ever.
Ground ball up the middle, and it's grabbed by Torres, so he keeps it in the infield, falls down, looks like he's hurt, as Biggio
Trying to make it 6. Jack hit to deep right field, and there is a smoke bomb.
Ford struck him out swinging.
So the 2 games I want to talk about right now, they both involve the Phillies and the Mets because those are both the teams that are going for the second place wildcard spot in the National League. The first one is coming from the Mets. Big Meat Pete Alonso hit his 50th home run yesterday, and it went out of the stadium. It went out of Great American Ballpark, which is actually not hard to do because the ball flies there. It is one of the most hitter-friendly ballparks in baseball, and also Jake DeGrom, he was doing his thing. Another pitcher that was feeling himself yesterday was Shane Bieber, who was in the conversation for Cy Young in 2019. Even Mike Clevenger is balling out, so the Indians, they just find pitchers everywhere. As the Indians were able to get some help from Oscar Mercado as well as they beat the Phillies. So the Phillies lost, the Mets won, so it might be time to call it if you're a Phillies fan.
There's the 2-2. Fastball in there, strike 3 call. The 0-2, breaking ball swung on and missed strike 3. Got him with a slider.
Strikeout.
And Pete crashes one deep right center field. That's headed toward the wall. It's out of here. Number 50, Pete Alonso, deep into the night.
The first. Nothing in the first.
And there's a ground ball single into left field.
Puig stays red hot. Second base. Swung on a little floater into shallow right center. Base hit. Swung on line to left. A base hit. Candid hitter. Swung on a dribbler wide of third. To his left, chain gloves, throws. Ball game.
We have seen the Tampa Bay Rays win. We just saw the Cleveland Indians take a dub. I don't know if that's going to matter because the Oakland A's are so scary in the second half. It's actually kind of surreal to watch because the A's, they don't really have any star players aside from Matt Chapman and Marcus Semien and Matt Olson. And okay, maybe they have some pieces. Ramon Laureano is a star with his arm out in the outfield. If we take a look at Mike Fiers, he started the season 2-3 with a 7 ERA. Since then, he's gone 13-1 with a 3.15 ERA and a no-hitter. I think he's been pretty good.
The Pinder swung on, driven to center field. The Shields is going back at the track, right to the wall, leaping. Delivery, and that swung and hit the left field. Pinder going back, angling toward the line, still racing, has room on the track, and he makes the backhanded catch.
And that one is Smoak down the left field line, and that baby's gone.
The Milwaukee Brewers refused to let themselves lose a ball game yesterday. I don't even know who they were playing against. I know they scored 10 runs. I've been a little bit lazy lately in terms of who lost the game, but I really feel like if the Brewers win, it doesn't really matter if I talk about the other team because the Brewers, they're 8-2 in their last 10 games. They're still in that second place wildcard spot. Not sure if they're going to be able to get beaten out in that race. But the Brewers with Trent Grisham and their pitcher, I think it was Chase Anderson, looked pretty good yesterday.
All candidates. There's a swing and a miss. Look out, Manny, and that one hit him. From Milwaukee. Grisham, a base hit down the right field line. Into the corner it goes. Grandal is in. Thames is in. Spangenberg is in. It's a 3 RBI triple.
So the final two games I want to talk about before we get into this day in history, the White Sox game and the D-backs games, these were actually pretty exciting because for the White Sox, we have Yoan Moncada and Eloy Jimenez putting the AL Central on notice because I'm telling you, if the White Sox, if they can add to their bullpen and if they can get Michael Kopech back and maybe add one more pitcher, their lineup is lethal. Moncada is one of my favorite players. Eloy Jimenez is finally looking like the top prospect. And then after that, the Diamondbacks with Merrill Kelly, I picked him up 2 weeks ago. You guys heard that. He's been an absolute stud. He's got me 60 points in the last 2 fantasy weeks, so I'm gonna give some props to Merrill Kelly and the Diamondbacks.
Moncada, there's a high fly ball, deep right center field. That was tracking toward the wall, and it's gone.
An absolute missile to a very deep part of this park in right center. Say Granny.
And that's driven in the air, deep into right field. Backing up is Dermott. It is gone. A grand slam, you ask and you receive.
Right back to the mound, tried the kick save. Ahmed, the bare hand play, got him.
And a drive to left, that's a base hit. He'll score one. Here comes the other runner to the plate. Here comes the throw. We got a cut off. Got him swinging. Number 9, 4 in a row for Merrill Kelly. 2 up, 2 down to the 7th.
All right, guys, well, that is going to do it for the games from yesterday. Now I want to talk about 2 instances that happened on this day in Major League Baseball history. On September 21st, 2006, David Ortiz passed Jimmy Fox for the most home runs in a single season by a Red Sox player. And then after that, September 21st, 2008, it was the final game at Old Yankee Stadium, which I still miss that stadium every single day. The new one is great, but it just... Babe Ruth played the old one, and Lou Gehrig, and Mickey Mantle, and Joe DiMaggio. There's so many players that went through that stadium. But thank you all so much for watching. Remember to leave a like. Let's try and get to 1,000 likes. My voice is going. Use code Fuzzy to save $20 off on SeatGeek. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out. Oh, my voice.
Drives it to deep right. Back goes Kadire. It's up, it's gone. A new Red Sox single-season record for home runs. 51 as David Ortiz now stands alone.
That's a fair ball.